40 metal. 20-player free-for-all map with only 14 players. Oh dear. How's this going to work, I wonder? I'm probably not going to use the pips for this, as I have 2 and I only really need 1. And there's no way, unfortunately, in this pip mod to close one while keeping the other open, which is very frustrating. But there we go. Marshall here. And we've got all sorts of players. We've got some Burning in there, Elite Sardaukar, Guitar Man, LJ Fed. We've got some PXS, Skywalker Furball Man. We've got some VOC. Got some NBT. We've got some Cult, some SC. And some other ones as well. Join now for free slaves. I'll join that. 10 slaves for all. Awesome. I'm up for that. But here we go. Oops. Let's do that, eh? I don't know. Keep that on the north and maybe that on the south, perhaps? How about that? There we go. So, what do we got? We got Elite Sardaukar in purple. Darker purple. Oh, why has everyone chosen such similar colours? Elite Sardaukar over here then. Aha. Just across the bay from K-Bot. Vehicles versus bots. Once the naval factory comes up, K-Bot could be in a spot of bother. Michael de Reuter over here, very close indeed to Guitar Man. Vehicles, each guitar going for air as well. And up next is Furball Man, not too far away from LJ Fed. Have we got Dynamic Alliances on? No. Again, air and bots for those. Next up, we've got Lauren over here in highlighter blue. Not too far away from Skywalker, so that's going to be a 1v1 situation. There's so many different 1v1s here. I think that's where I'm going to have my camera anchors, because there are so many that can happen here. We've even got one over here between, who's that? Predator and, who's that? Fearless Kicker of Arse, maybe? I'm not sure. We've got another pinky over there. So yeah, okay, so let's keep an eye on these 1v1s then in Pip for the time being. There we go. And we can just swap between them as we go. After a while, I don't think we really need this eco stuff going out until we really start to see the winners and losers. But this is a bit of a pain from LJ Fed here, blocking in Furball Man somewhat. Apologies if I get the names wrong at some point. I'm not used to such large games, which doesn't help matters. There we go, pushing in just a little bit. What have we got elsewhere? So over here we've got, is that Icy Calm there, I think, going into the water? And there's Skywalker massing up the vehicles and the Pelter entrenchment. Against a few defensive vehicles there. Over here we got, what? I keep forgetting the names. Predator and Fearless Kicker of Arse. Fearless Kicker of Arse being somewhat more aggressive though, and has managed to get the Fabbers across there, building up a few walls. There's some naval factories there as well. Over here we've got Scorley, if that's even how you pronounce it, going really heavy into the water there. Could even go into T2 naval, but needs a bit more in the way of land mechs before that. Ideally. Down here, ooh, Michael versus Guitar Man. A little bit of posturing. Little bit of posturing. Is that any one of our camera anchors? Oh yes, it is. It's an Army Camera 3. So there are a few players, oh hello, who seem to be kind of on their own a little bit. And That gives them the chance to build up what they need. A little bit of comboxing here, taking a little damage for each com, but the number of walls from Skywalker is just too plentiful. Guitarman, red and orange, trying to piece it up. Guitarman and Michiel, a bit too late, I think. Michiel rejecting peace talks as he gets his Orca out in that little pond there. Oh, that's annoying. That is very, very annoying. My surprise is ready. Yeah, there's the Orca. And now you've got a Narwhal out as well. Unfortunately, the Orca goes down. A little too close to those tanks there, but the Narwhal for the anti-air. Ooh. Never too late for Peace K. Few boombots coming out for Skywalker needs to be noted. Keep an eye on that in there. As this could be the comm snipe here from Skywalker is what he wants. He needs to try and bait out the comm as the comm retreats there into the open. The boombots could seize their opportunity here, especially as there's nothing left to defend them. Where's a little bit of scouting there from Skywalker? That's all he needs. Closing in, he sees the comm. Boombots seeking their opportunity. They see it. They find it. Will the comm Zuba cannon hit true? Splits up the boombots. Very nice micro there as the Zuba cannon flies away. Commander taking damage. And is down. Wonderful micro there from Skywalker. Exemplary. Exemplary. And that gives Skywalker the breathing space. And the cult, Icy Calm, is now in a spot of bother as Skywalker turns his sights on the water. Icy Calm also coming to a little bit of scrapes with Elite Sardaukar to his southwest, southeast, between K-Bot and Sardaukar here. Sardaukar has the T2 up and into the water as well there. But we got some torpedoes for defense on each, and the levelers should do pretty decently against these naval vessels. They just need to get in range, and then it's easy pickings, really. Although, not focusing down well enough there. Elite Sardaukar's comm is low? What? And he's moving into range of orcas? What are you doing, Elite? No! No, no, no! No, mon chéri, no! This is not good. There he goes, running off in the opposite direction. Yellow's comm walking into the water over here as well. What's going on? Eljafed has run away from Furbleman into the path of Schlorl and dies. Schlorl almost takes his own comm out there. Needs to get the repairing going. Red and orange still at each other's throats as well. That is Michiel and Guitar Man. Michiel pushing in a little bit, having claimed that pond, such a strategic advantage there. But the commander is still yet to be chipped away at. Moving away, retreating into the range of the naval. That's good there. Good use of your units. Meanwhile, Furbleman going up to T2 now. Skywalker, I believe, was doing the same, as is that Predator. You know, that's T2 vehicles, although getting pelted a little bit. Fearless Kicker of Arse, also up to T2 Naval now, though. Into this big body of water that commands a good third of the planet at least. With that T2 Naval is going to be very, very strong indeed. Ptasa down here to T2 Air with some semblance of naval force. Now this is the problem with these big free-for-all games. You've got to start chipping away at your neighbours. If you don't keep your neighbours in check, all of a sudden they will kill whoever they're trying to kill and they will turn on you. And I think Icy Calm has just realised this as he tries to push up just a little bit too far into Skywalker's territorial waters there. He's now also going to T2 vehicles. Icy Calm retaliating in kind. K-Bot completely knocked out. Elite Sardaukar, whose comm's still weak but has retreated a little bit. No eco left there. Michiel and Guitar Man still fighting at each other's throats there. Michiel encroaching a little bit on Furbleman, who might decide, oh wait, There's a dude to my south who's trying to pinch me metal. I'm going to do something about that. Oh, up here, hello. We've got Major Ace. He's been building up on his own. Into the T2 water there. Building a Typhoon of all things. T2 vehicles as well. A lot of metal up for grabs here from Major Ace. And oh, something's... How did that all die? I don't know, but something killed all that off. Maybe it was an attack down here from Shawl. But all of a sudden, Fearless Kicker of R seems to have a little hill that he's king of over in the pond there. Although I think I'd probably call that more of a sea rather than a pond. Typhoon's almost up. Icy Calm sending up a few subs to try and keep Skywalker out of the water there. Of course, Skywalker just saying, yeah, well, I don't need the water. I've got a big old land army with lots of boom bots. Lots of booms. Is he going the opposite direction? Ooh. That's a lot of mines over there. How many mines is that, as if it really matters? 152, in case anyone was interested. Ah, Skywalker's moving in that direction. Has he got some skitters? That's a no. He's going to fight. Oh, yes, he does. There we go. There's a skitter. He's going to see those mines, and he's going to walk straight through them. It's going to be fantastic. Meanwhile, K-Bot securing this pond here. The Air Force building. Patassa also building that Air Force. Contesting a little bit there. Don't want to be doing too much of that, encroaching a little bit. But again, this is what I meant about chipping away at your neighbours, making sure they don't become too much of a threat in the long run. Getting a little bit of intel there as well from Patassa. Nice job. Not overstaying the welcome. Mikhail still controls the pond. Guitar Man going up to T2. Shawl back into the water again. Expanding with Eco. This is nice. Shawl in the upper echelons of the Eco games at the moment. K-Bot. And wow, Patassa, K-Bot, Major Ace. Very, very far ahead in the Eco games there. As long as they know what they're doing in terms of strategy and tactics, they could be our surprise winners today. I've got to admit, this T2 Air from Patassa, really strong. Because it's going to command the skies going forward as everyone else is trying to secure their land forces and going for, you know, T2 vehicles and the like. T2 Air is just going to give you that omnipotence and omnipresence that T2 vehicles just doesn't quite do. What's going on over here? Orange pinging. Ah ho ho! That a T2 naval factory in a puddle is devious. That is devious. That controls this pass. That's going to kick Red out of his base over there. Guitar Man is going to have to turn tail and run. And it's going to keep Furball Man at a distance. That is a really good piece of work there from Michiel. Fantastic. K-Bot there, also up into T2 vehicles. Air from Icy Calm. A little bit of scouting, seeing what's going on. Sees that Furball Man is quite weak here and intends to push him out. But there's no bounty here. There's no bounty, so he doesn't gain anything from kicking off Furball Man other than knowing that Furball Man is out of the game. So what Icy Calm really needs to be doing is assessing the bigger game here and seeing that Skywalker is the bigger threat on his north. He's managed to push through those mines now on the north. And is encroaching on Patassa, who doesn't actually have a huge investment in ground forces, having gone for T2 Air. So what I said about T2 Air giving you that omnipotence, you do kind of need the ground forces to back it up. If you're just flying overhead doing a whole bunch of aerobatics, well, your opponent's just going to be like, yeah, that's really pretty. Don't mind me while I run over your base. Here we need some bombers and kestrels, but they're a little too late off the launch pad there as Skywalker just rolls in, taking out the T2 Eco, and Batassa all of a sudden looks very, very flimsy. Fortunately, he has a water base of operations over here. And lots of fabbers down here as well. Batassa does have the Eco for this rush-up factory tactics, which is good. So he might be able to just keep Skywalker at bay here. Losing a few factories and losing some Eco, but he's not going to lose his base yet. Skywalker, though, has just lost his army. Let's have a look there. Skywalker now down to 48 units. Batassa up to 154. Much of that is air, of course. A good 50 of that is air. But still, that's twice the size in terms of mobile units of Skywalker. Lots of it is naval, though. Guitar Man finally pushing back against this T2 naval. Seeing it as a threat. Knows he has to push in against it. Mikhail trying to defend it. Guitar Man trying just... Oh dear, Commander's caught in the open. Trying to outrun the army there, but realised all too late that the Commander was in the open and is now stuck at the wrong end of the barrel of Mikhail. Down goes Guitar Man, opening up Mikhail to turn attention to the south defence here against K-Bot. Ooh, look at this. Kaiju's coming north against Skywalker. He is going to have the defence though. He's got some shellers there, as well as lots of levelers, so that's all you need. Never underestimate the Dutch Navy. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Fearless Kicker of Arse has the T2 naval factory there. Meanwhile, Predator sitting on his laurels there just a little bit, but lots of T2 vehicles, which is good. Shaw rebuilding. Commander healed. Nice. Furbleman. What's Furbleman up to as Major Ace? Just sits. Getting up the T2 Navy there. Elite Sardaukar wandering into the sea that he doesn't want to wander into. I just saw a Titan notification. Was that an Ares Titan? Who's building an Ares Titan? Show me who's building an Ares Titan. Who's building an Ares Titan? I saw it. Oh my goodness, Shawl. Shaw's building an Ares Titan while Elite Saudaukar's walking to his death. Where's that gone? Over here, into the water there. Oh, Furbleman. Taking on the Typhoons. Typhoons and their... I forget the name of the little drones that come out, but there's not enough drones there. And Major Ace does not have the metal to keep them coming out at a reasonable pace there. Because, of course, all of those, I think they're called squalls, I think, take metal to build, and if you haven't got the metal income, the squalls take forever to build. Fortunately, though, the Kestrel's there from Furbleman, knocked down a little bit. This is where you need some narwhals. Keeping up these Galata, though, is good. Come on, Major Ace. Let's get that T2 economy going. Fearless Kicker of Arse, though. Going up for another T2 factory, getting continually shelled by Predator. Who seems to be... Oh, hello. Shaw has got boombots to counter. He's running up. Instead of attacking the vehicle forces, he's going for the comm kill here. I'm not sure he's going to find it. He might do. But there's a lot of pelters here. He just needs to get through. He sees the comm. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. I think he can just about get it. Is Predator going to get the Uber Cannon? He's not. And down he goes. Lovely snipe there from Shaw. Saving his skin as the attack comes in. But that also saves Fearless Kicker of Arse for the time being, who can now get up his T2 naval factory in, well, I'd say relative peace, but there are Kaijus in the past going on their way to Skywalker who might just see that T2 naval factory and think, good target practice. I'll go for that. Got to be said, though, you've got to make some form of consolidated force with all of this lot rather than just wandering in with a few. But this combined force here could be really potent against Skywalker. Got a sort of mixed bag of an army there, going up to T2 air. Just needs a bit of time to consolidate that air force. Will he receive that time, though? I'm not entirely sure. Elite Saudicast still alive, although the Shellers see it. The Squalls attack it. And Elite is not long for this world now as the Squalls see him. Oh no! And Icy Calm wandering in this direction as well. Icy Calm could here wander up north to Skywalker. If he had just a little bit better intel, he'd see that Skywalker is very, very poorly defended on this peninsula. Very, very poorly defended, it has to be said. But Icy Calm here with the large force, it has to be said. Lots of T2 factories. Skywalker... What is that maneuver? I have no idea.
Enemy commander meltdown imminent.
What's that, Elite? I think so. It's not someone I'm missing, is it? Surely, whoa, Major Ace, hello, is getting attacked up north by Elite. I'll keep that over in there in picture for the time being, because I think there's going to be some other fights going on. In the meantime, we've got two over here. We've got Skywalker versus Patassa, and Patassa versus Fearless Kicker of Vars there. Few Krakens coming in, not quite managing it though. Now it's up to Skywalker versus... Oh, Mikhail's down? What? That's what was going on. I did say he needed to defend his south there. K-Bot just wanders in. Hello, Michael. Enjoying the afterlife, are we? Elite is managing to survive this game for the time being. Amazingly. Looks like Furbleman's assault was defended against Major Ace. The air comes in, though a nuke is on the launch pad. The air's going to see that and hopefully focus it down. It's got to, surely. Got to focus that nuke down, because there's little in the way of anti-air here. Those Kestrels, come on, focus down the nuke. Down goes the radar. God, look at this. Where is your air, Major Ace? It's all in the wrong place here. We could be moving these spinners around the base here, but the Kestrels now are going to focus down that nuke, and there's nothing really to stop. Oh, never mind. I was going to say there's nothing really to stop them. There is the flak there, but it only has so much range. The problem is if they try and get into range of it, the spinners and the typhoons. There we go. Who's that now? It's not Skywalker, is it? Who's about to go pop? Oh, we've got an Atlas Titan from Patassa wandering in. What's going on there? Let's... We'll keep Elite Saudicast down there in picture. But we've got an Atlas Titan wandering through Skywalker's base and he can't do anything about it. I mean, his commander's escaping for the most part, but he's got nowhere to go. Shawl's up on that side. And you don't want to do that. That Atlas Titan there, I didn't see that go up. I must be blind. Don't say yes. You're not supposed to agree with me. Goodness me. Oh. Icy Calm's getting assaulted as well. K-Bot assaulting north as well as east. Icy Calm manages to survive as his units are all caught out of position, but K-Bot is in quite a strong position here. He's not only got some ground defences all around, but he's also got this lovely emplacement in the middle of this water here. And that's going to really make him a hard nut to crack. How is Elite still surviving? Patassa now going for an Ares again. Skywalker still runs away. Fearless Kicker of Vars is about to disappear from this game. Patassa claims another victim. Down he goes. That also leaves Shawl without the worry. Oh, we have an Ares Titan already completed. Blimey. Skywalker just managing to hide here, but the Atlas is coming in his direction, and the Atlas, of course, can go through water and still stomp on commanders. Oh dear, Major Ace getting focused down by a few Kestrels there, losing a bit of damage, not going to die there, though. Furbleman's air is not quite cutting it. Has he got enough vehicles to deal with this? I'm not sure, but he has got a lot of boombots that stop and wait. They're going to go in. How much of the T2 army can they destroy? Is it going to be enough? I'm not sure it is. There's still a lot of shellers there, and Furbleman is on the defensive with not a lot of artillery. He's got some, but it's catapults, and it's not fast, and it's not area of effect dependent. But in come the Kestrels there for more of attack, and that's going to defend. Good use of boombots there from Furbleman. Had to use everything at his disposal. Another attack like that, and I think Furbleman could be crippled somewhat. K-Bot, though, can start to be adventurous and venture up. Icy Calm looking a little stretched thin in some areas. Failing to defend across all of them. K-Bot coming up into Patassa, though, making more enemies. He's not going to stop making enemies, is he, this K-Bot? What's going on? What? Was that a nuke or a what? Was that a nuke or a Manhattan? What on earth was that? That was a nuke. Ha! Kapop. Right, up to present time. We've got Skywalker, who's just been annihilated by Patassa. And Ares stomped on his head, I think. So, of the remaining players, who is really a contender here? We've got K-Bot, we've got Shawl, and we've got Patassa. I think Icy Calm could be. He just needs to consolidate his forces and get some form of idea of what he's going to do next. Furbleman is looking very, very flimsy, stuck in between all of these superpowers. A Major Ace, a nation state, but rogue, like North Korea over there. So who knows what could happen? Going to keep those pictures in picture there. Trying to keep an eye on those areas. We've got so many Titans moving around now for all the pink players. Have we got any coming up for K-Bot yet? God, look at all that air. Excuse me, that's a lot of air. Is there some anti-air there? There is a storm in there, so that's going to be a lot of anti-air from ground. Just flown over there, taking a lot of damage to that Air Force. Got all of that weakness there in the health bars. As Philo says in chat, doing well to not annoy a lot of people is Shawl. And as such has grown to a reasonably massive extent here. Needs to take down that Atlas and can now use that as reclaim. That's a lot of metal there. I wonder if he's going to do that with the Colonel, or whether that's just going to be continual build. In fact, having said that, I've just realised I don't have my my build option toggle, so I can't see what they're building, which is rather silly. Another Ares from Shawl, building up the Ares population. That's 2 now, plus a nuke coming up. Very nice indeed. It's going to start growing to the extent that he's going to be at loggerheads with Patassa. Major Ace still around. Icy Calm still around. Elite still clinging to life. Furbleman looking flimsy still. And K-Bot seeing what damage he can do to Icy Calm and the economy thereof. What's K-Bot's strategy though? Because all of a sudden K-Bot doesn't seem to have all that many ground units. Let's have a select there so we can see exactly what's going on. We've got a few Gillies, a few Docks, and a few Slammers. Not a lot else. We've got some Levelers in there. Oh, never mind. 33 Levelers. That's not too bad. Thing is, they're not all consolidated into one big force. And especially when there's an Ares Titan chipping away from a distance, you really need to figure out a way of dealing with that. And currently Patassa has the Air Force. He's going to try and secure the skies for his Ares. Nuke missile launcher ready from Major Ace, but Patassa against K-Bot here with this air. I think he can just about secure the skies for his Ares. I think he can just about manage it. Oh, is that a nuke launched against Elite? I think we're going to see the end of Elite. I think that's the end of Elite, or is that going to Icy Calm? That's a waste of a nuke on Elite if it is. Oh, it's not for it. Oh, it is. Are you serious? You missed! What are you doing? Get some intel, Major Ace. That was a Matisse nuke if ever there was one. Nukes ready. Launcher there from Shaw. Missile begins. Where's that Ares from Patassa? With the skies free, you'd have thought... No. Did the Ares push in on it? Oh my word, that's a waste. Come on, folks, learn how to use Ares. You got to keep them at a distance. Elite Sound is finally gone with a Kraken there in picture. Major Ace finally secures his pond, but needs to worry more about Shawl on the north and the east. Excuse me, my voice is starting to go. K-Bot going up for an Ares now as well, knowing that his enemies are also using that. I think the end game here is going to be Shawl versus Patassa. And it's going to come down to who can secure this naval assault and who can secure the air. Down goes what? 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 Did someone have to leave? What? I think someone... Did someone accidentally delete their commander? No way. I think he did. I think he deleted the wrong thing. Well, K-Bot's gone. That gives Icy Calm a bit of breathing space. What is Icy Calm going to use this opportunity to do, however? He needs to get some more eco. He's running a deficit of metal currently. He's got the nice T2 production, that's good. Maybe needs to start thinking about nukes, anti-nukes and Titans. Possibly some unit cannons. I did see a few being built there from our pink players. Shaw coming in with the air though. Against all of the kaijus that are just going to get mopped up so easily. Where's the anti-air, Patassa? Look at that air force from Shaw. That is miles bigger than Patassa's. Patassa needs more air. And I think realises it now. Man, Ace Man attacking Furball Man. A petty scraps of city-states mean nothing in the bigger war games to come. Oh, the Boombots go north. The Boombots venture north. Are they going to find the commander? He's on the other side of the base. I don't think they're going to manage it. We'll keep an eye on it, though. I don't know if it's going to manage it. He hasn't got intel, but down goes the nuke. So he's like, well, you're going to kill me? I'm going to knock you back a little bit. Not the best use of boombots, but still, it's just annoying to have that part of your base destroyed when you've worked so much and invested so much in nukes that are then dead. But Furballman, turning tail, running away. Shawl starting to expand onto this said... Trying to expand on this side. That's what I was trying to say. Furballman suddenly has no base. And a weak commander. Man Ace Man, though, trying again for the Ares. I'm not sure the Ares is the way to go in this game, you know. I reckon Icy Calm could get away with a Ragnarok right now. But he needs intel. Icy Calm has the perfect opportunity. He has the perfect chance because he can expand to the south. freely. And no one really cares about him because they're so focused on each other. Potassa and Shawl are so busy attacking each other that Icycalm can just build up, but he needs to get the intel to see what he's up against. Because currently, if we go to Icy Vision, as soon as it works, there we go. Oh dear, there goes Furball Man. He can see that there's not a lot going on here. He can't see the size of the air. He can't see the extent of the bases. He's got some radar, which is a good start, but he needs to know where he can expand to without poking the bear, and he doesn't. Major Ace is just playing a game now. But, ooh, here comes an Atlas. Can this do much damage? It's walking into Kestrels, so I'm not sure it will. It's getting attacked by Ares as well. This is the thing. Neither of these players are really doing the intel game. And they're just throwing things at a wall and seeing what sticks. And that's not how you play PA in macro mode. This is now macro mode PA. These Krakens are doing alright though. Chipping away at that Ares for free. Ha! Look at that. In comes the air. This is... Oh, hello. A nuke's on the way. Where's that nuke going? Is there an anti-nuke? It doesn't look like there is. Well, it's over there, but it's... You can see its range, and this looks like it's going to go... Oh, so it's Matisse nuke number 2. What is this game? Goodness me. I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. We've got some orbital scouting going on from Shawl. This is good. You see, apart from anything else, I'd say that Shawl is in the better position to make the calls right now. He's got the intel. That's all you need in the macro mode of PA. He can see this coming for him. He can see what is in the base. He can see probably where the commander is. Where is the commander? There. You can probably see that that's all he needs to do. He can see Icycalm. Icycalm still can't see anything else. But Icycalm is getting a lot of air now. This is good. This is good. He's back in the blue, or in the black, so to speak, with the eco. More Titans. Come on. Where are our nukes? Shawl is taking too long to do anything, and Potassa is able to consolidate his position as a result. Unit cannons ready. Is that ready and fully loaded, or is that just complete? I think if Potassa uses this, there's even a Zeus coming up. If Potassa uses this well and finds the comm and launches all the stuff in there, notice there's not a lot of anti-orbital stuff. There's a couple of umbrellas and an anti-nuke just to the north, but all you need to do is launch those unit cannons to around there. Just there. And that's a lovely commander snipe. Anti-nukes for Major Ace. Icycalm still beginning to expand, finally into the water there and around a little bit. You know, I think by the time that Pinks have actually finished attacking each other, Icycalm could be had a king made of him here. Here come the Ares though. 3 of them this time. The air has to support the Ares advance. Narwhals could come in from the south, but they don't have torpedoes, so it's probably unwise. Ares backing up a little bit. They don't want to go into the range of the Kaiju's Krakens, so they can't really do much against them. The Kestrels come in. Can they do anything against the Krakens? I forget. A little bit. Just a little bit. Zeus located. Here we go. That's going to give the air advantage to Potassa big time. And some. It's going to be able to make that strong push. Because now we have these Ares that currently have no anti-air protection. We've got a lot of Kestrels. Where's that ping? We've got a lot of Kestrels that can sort of chip away. I mean, Colonels have decent anti-air abilities, but uh-oh, narwhals, 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 don't go near, don't go near. There we go. Don't waste your Zeus, of course. Just be mindful of what you have. Those Colonels are very strong with those pushes there. Oh, look at this. These Ares that have taken all game to build are just falling because they haven't got air support. Oh dear. Well. There goes the Zeus. What is going on? Come on, guys. Look at all of this ground. You could send that south and swing it north. Major Ace can even do some damage now. I mean, he's localized his commander into the pond, which is a good idea, I feel. Especially against a Shawl neighbour. Icyclar's still expanding, going up into the orbital space now too. Has anti-nukes which are good. Having a look, Icyclarm has caught up in the eco game and is rivaling Shawl, certainly. How are the armies doing? Icyclarm, I'd say, is poised to be king-made if Shawl is able to do some form of damage to Petassa before Petassa kills Shawl, if that is the way this is going to go. But instead, plot twist, Petassa attacking Icyclarm. What did I say earlier about making sure that your neighbours are not too strong? Here we go from Petassa. This is going to be defended, though, if Icyclarm can move his forces to the north side of his base. Currently, he hasn't seen this. He's not moving his units. There's going to be nothing to stop a big swathe of his base going down here. There's just some air. The naval is trying its hardest, but it's just not quite got the range. Here we go. Now Icyclarm is reacting. Here come the vanguards. Wow, that's a lot of vanguards. Over comes the air there too. The Zeus is ready. Could it swing in Icyclarm's direction? I think not. It's going to go against Shawl. Look at this. I think it's time to close pips. Speed up the frame rate just a little bit. They're not really doing a huge amount. There we go. So we lost a few things, but not too much. And that's a lot of units for not a lot of loss. So Petassa there used a lot. And all of a sudden... Wait, why was he on 1800 metal income before? Maybe he's reclaiming something? I don't know. Oh, we have a nuke launched. Is that a defensive? Or is that an aggressive? If that was a defensive, that was a miscalculation. No, it was an aggressive one. The air's wandering around, though, and all of a sudden, Shawl is looking very, very flimsy indeed. Is the nuke going to be antied? I think it will. Pop. Nuke wasted, and that, I think, is possibly the end of Shawl as the air from Petassa. Never mind, the air from Petassa just flew over a good number of flak and continues to do so. I mean, there are two Zeus heading towards Shaw's commander, which isn't great news. Down goes a Zeus. Come on, Petassa, actually do something with your units. Icyclarm all of a sudden looking very, very strong in this game. Has the land to push ahead now. And Petassa perhaps realising there was a bit of a miscalculation. The Ragnarok! Is that Major Ace? Major Ace with the Ragnarok. Well, I think he's just signed his own death warrant. That's not going to get up. There's no way that's going to get up. Someone's going to build a nuke and it's just going to go, whee! Yeah. That's not really a threat, but it's something to be aware of. Certainly something to be aware of. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. More Zeuses. Oh, the unit cannons this time. Here we go. Where are they going? Are they going for the commander? I hope so. Aha. There we are. If those are all slammers, that's the end of Shawl. If they see the comm, are they going to see the comm and head north? They do. And that's the end of Shawl without a shadow of a doubt. Which gives Potassia the complete opportunity and freedom to turn on Icy Calm. Icy Calm all of a sudden is not in the most favourable of situations in terms of time. Has to use his units now. Now the Zeuses can come in his direction. He needs the Air Force. Where's his Air Force? He needs to defend his ground. He needs to defend his large death blob of an army that really could have pushed into Potassia's base by now if only he had the intel. He needed that intel. If he had that intel, Potassia's... he would have fallen by now. But he doesn't have the intel. But here comes the air. Look at this! That's so much air that's just been built up over time. Bumblebees come in first. Here comes all of it. The Zeus is kind of lost for targets, but here comes Potassia's air there. All of the Phoenix can do whatever they want against all of that T1 and T2, and there is nothing to stop it. That air should have taken place. That air battle should have taken place over the ground here, because look at what's in it. There are a few storms in there, more than a few, but instead the air attack took place on the fringes of it, and therefore gave Potassia all he needed. Nuclear missile launcher located, and now all of a sudden Icy's attack has no air support. He needs T2 air, and he doesn't have it. He needs a next-gen strat, and he doesn't have it. He's trying to get the nuke going. What can he really do with it? There are 6 anti-nukes between him and the commander. Make that 9. Nuke is ready. Where's it going to go? If he nukes right in this army, this is where he wants to nuke, actually, in this army here. That'll take out 2 Zeus, all of the defending land, all of the defending air, and a few T2 air factories as well. That's prime nuke target right there. Come on, Icy, see the opportunity. It is right there. You might have to sacrifice a few of your land units to keep his army in one position, but you can take this opportunity. Do it! Here it comes! Where is he nuking? Is he nuking the big old death blob? Oh, it moves! Oh no! Too late, Icy. What a shame. The Zeus goes down, the mines go down. Oh, don't send in your air, come on. No, 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 no. You don't have the ability to fight a T2 Air Force consisting of 45, whatever they're called. I've forgotten the names. Phoenix. For some reason I got confused with Peregrines. Oh, another nuke is ready. Come on. Fire it again, Icy. Go, 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 go. More nukes, more nukes, more nukes. Yes. Here it comes. Is he going to launch it here this time? Is he going to get the money shot? Does he manage it? Yes! No, not quite. The air's out of the way. Good micro there from Potassia. Major ace. Could be expanding here. Look at all of this. Look at all this unclaimed. Look at it. Look at it. Look, 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 look. Look at it all. It's unclaimed, and Icy's land force that was once very, very dangerous and imposing is now gone. It is a shadow of its former self, and at this point I think it is fair to say that Potassia is running away with the game. Yes, a nuke is almost ready, but Potassia is responding with even more anti-nukes, realizing the threat, but not doing anything about... Come on. Can we have some pushes, please? That would be much appreciated. Can we have people pushing? Ragnarok's only like 30% or something silly. Not even that. 28%. Don't worry about the Ragnarok, trust me. It's not going to finish. I'm making that call now. The Ragnarok's never going to finish. In comes a nuke again. Is he going to hit all the air? Is he going to hit it all? Yes! There's the money shot! Now he has to use the opportunity. He can't just keep nuking away and hoping that nothing happens. Thanks for the follow. Whoever that was, I didn't quite get to see the name, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Now he needs another money shot. Now, again, this is good. This is what we need. Lots of this. Scouting. Overcomes Potassia. Can we have some stuff happen, please, now? Please? Please, 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 please. Attack, damn it! Oh, there we go. Potassia expanding in the opposite direction as well. Thanks for the follow, Exte. Ooh, thanks for the follow, DW Guru. Thank you, thank you. Icy had such an opportunity. And it's a shame because it was such a good opportunity. In fact, I reckon Icy could probably build a Ragnarok. Ragnarok's not going to happen. What? 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 Why? What? Scouts, please! Come on. Intel wins wars. Who's pinging now? I think I'm going to close this as well, just for sake of seeing what's going on. Isis Khan might be badly undefended, but Potassia doesn't really know where it is or how to really deal with it. Here comes a nuke again. It's another defensive one. It's not going to do anything. How many factories have you got against you now? 53 factories and an alright economy. You're not going to do anything, mate. Even if you did kill all that army, all you're buying yourself is time that you're not using. Watching this is like watching... what's that Greek myth of the guy who rolls the boulder up the hill just for it to roll back down and have to start again for eternity? I forget the name of the guy. But here we go. Potassia finally pushing in. Just going to have a look at Major Ace's base here. Ragnarok up to 60%. If Icy Calm can survive for long enough, the Ragnarok might just complete, you know? Well, that's all Icy Calm needs to do here, actually. Icy, survive, damn it! Give that Ragnarok time to complete. But I don't think he's going to manage it, because look, there's an Ares on his base. Does have the radar for it. If Pink wastes this chance. I mean, he does have all of those unit cannons. What does Major Race have over here? He does have enough anti-orbital defences. Ooh, this could be close, I reckon. Yeah, never mind, there's all the Zeus in the air, but look at all the anti-air there. Major Ace? God, look at Potassius expansion here. Here we go, so Icy is still surviving. There's an Atlas on its way, I think. Or was that a Zeus? I forget. It's coming in from the north, certainly. And Icycalm can't really do a huge amount about it. What's the ecos looking like? There we go. Stalling severely. I kind of like the chances of this Ragnarok, you know. Gosh, look at that. I didn't even notice that. That's some neat defense there, actually. He just needs to do it over this side now. He's defended the north against, well, nothing to defend against. But now there's the big old force coming in, and there's nothing. Nout. All he needs to do is get the nuke finished and then defensive nuke it and make sure his commander's in a safe spot. Can he manage it? Can Icycalm buy the Ragnarok enough time? I don't think he's doing it consciously at this point, but still, would that not be great? Come on, the nuke's almost there. 99%, 100%, nuke is finished! Fire the nuke! Fire the nukes! No! Oh, what a shame. Oops. What a shame. Potassium, though, moving up north instead of south. Oh my goodness, it could happen. Oh, never mind. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes. Nothing for you, Potassia. Not today. Look at all those fabs building that now. 87%. I'm excited. This is... Oh no, here comes the nuke. Have we got any antis? Depends on where the nuke hits. I think Potassia finally realises quite how much danger this is. He's got some scouting though, and will probably send the unit cannons over there shortly. There's the anti-nuke. Just has to keep that Ragnarok alive, just that little bit more. 93% now. Is he... What can he do against this Ragnarok? He's losing time, 95%. He's got about a minute and a half, if that, to kill this Ragnarok before everyone is going to pop. In comes the Zeus. They're ready. Is there enough anti-air here? The Zeus is chipping away. Come on! Ragnarok is almost complete. 98. 99. Icy needs to help defend this Ragnarok just to spite Potassia. Come on. The Ragnarok is ready. Here we go. Unit cannons. Let's watch those. They're not firing. We've got a land army coming in. We've got the teleporter set up. Can he survive for 60 seconds? I don't think he can with this force that's here. It's not going to happen. That is a shame. Ah, down it goes. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you don't turtle. So I think that's the game, is it? Yeah, I think so too. This is what a Revenger's gonna do. Like, not a lot. Come on, I want my lunch. Get this game over with. Ugh. Not a lot to say. Isacom just claimed Orbital, great, but what has he got to follow it up with? He's just building Avengers. He doesn't have the economy for anything else. And Potassia, I think, at this point realises just how much of a frustration Major Ace is. There we go. Such a shame, because if only Major Ace had some form of army that he actually used and microed, he would have been able to stop that teleporter from happening, and that would have saved that Ragnarok that he spent all game building. Here we go. Can we use your unit cannons, Potassia? You know? Oh, nuke? Where's that going? Oh! Yeah. You're not nuking this, are you, Major Ace? Please tell me you're not nuking that. Oh, this is me, being frustrated. Finally, we're using nukes. It's about time. And if you're stalling on your eco, then pause your damn factories. Goodness me. Gosh. I'm just going to leave that there while I go and get my lunch made, because I don't think there's anything more for me to say. Because no one seems to know how to push. They've got all their units, and they're not using them. I'll be right back. Ah, would you look at that? Stuff's happening! It only took one Titan and a small army here, look. The other Titan wasn't even used. Ah, could have saved ourselves so much time. Oh. I don't think there really ever was an air stalemate, Exeter. Pink had the superiority big time, it's just never really used it. The only issue was all the anti-air on the ground inside Icy's base. And at this point, where is Icy's comm? Has he run off somewhere in, or has he popped him in orbit somewhere? I don't know, he's over here, look. See? Just not using the air. He can't scout. He would have used those and, I don't know, probably plopped them down here or something if only he's scouting. But no one scouts! No one scouts! It's very depressing. Oh my god. Please tell me this isn't a thing. GG. Oof. Calls Icy. There we go. Ah. Knows when it's over. Major ace, though. Goodness me. I hope everyone watching this who isn't necessarily particularly adept, let's say, at PA, is learning a few things on how to conduct themselves in a free-for-all game, how to maybe defend against Ragnarok strats, how to maybe use what you have, Potassia, how to maybe scout and get intel, and how to not turtle. Yeah, this is not doing anything. He's getting a quick scout, but he's not doing anything else. He just needs to see, oh right, there's only 3 anti-nukes in there, let's just pop a bunch of nukes in, maybe a few unit cannons in there. Come on, let's get the nukes going. Stop your factories. Oh no, you're not stalling, so never mind. If you're stalling when you're trying to rush up a nuke, pause your factories. And there we go. He's just denying. The thing is, Phil, even if someone hasn't done many FFAs, if you think of an FFA as a series of 1v1s, just with different start and end points, because in a 1v1, the end goal is to kill the commander, right? And a lot of people in FFAs get tunnel visioned on the commander of their neighbours, which is okay. But you just have to take into account that one extra dimension of what happens after you kill that con, because that's not the end of the game. Even if he's good in 1v1s, what he should have done there, for example, let's take that as a 1v1 between Potassia and Icicar. In a 1v1, you scout, you get intel. In a 1v1, you use what you have to knock down your opponent. He didn't do that. It comes with time and practice, yes. And that's why we play games, to learn and practice and get better. But I think this is a foregone conclusion. I want my nukes, and I want them now. Potassia. Do you mind? Launch your nukes, please. Please. There we go. And I think that is going to be all that we need. Oh, never mind. Took so long and all he does is suicide. Are you serious? Oh no. He didn't suicide, he got trampled. Trampled big time. So you wait all that time just for nukes when you're sending stuff in anyway. It's frustrating as hell. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Click the wrong button. Apologies. And that is why you don't turtle, ladies and gentlemen, because 3 Atlas come wandering in straight out of something like H.G. Wells. And that's that. Well, hope you enjoyed. But I think that really is me done for now. Next game or not. And there's the insult to injury nuke as well. Fantastic. Well, that's that. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I've been Marshall. And regardless of if there's another game or not, I think I'm done. Brady bye!